Over here in the red, our Protoss player.
Alicia.
And up here in the upper right, our Terran, the champion of GSL Season 4. He is...
I am MVP.
You know, that last game was just so interesting because MVP did a kind of tricky build. You know, he teched up really quickly to factory and didn't use it for anything, got a command center.
Yeah.
And, of course, that's going to allow him a couple things. Showing the Hellion means that Alicia should be perhaps preparing for a Banshee, a Raven attack, something like that. But Alicia, he went for the 3 barracks. I mean, the 3 gateway. That's just a very solid build to expand off of. And he thought, hey, I'm going to test the top of the ramp. He has a bunker there with 4 Marines. That's actually against Guardian Shield. Marines without upgrades are not all that great.
Well, you know, one thing about Terran players, and this is true for StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2, is they tend to feel so insanely safe with a bunker on their high ground.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, just like those MC-style rushes, which are usually done to Terrans when they have a second base, is if you have 1 bunker and he has like 2 sentries, well, there's no way that you can actually prepare the bunker if he force fields it and just kills it.
It's actually much like a bunker in StarCraft 1. Yeah, you can have that bunker up there, and it can be super powerful, but guess what? If he has a bunch of ranged goons and you don't have a siege tank,
yeah,
it'll go down, man.
It'll just go down, or you'll spend the entire time trying to repair it with siege tanks so they edge forward, snipe the SCV, and go back.
Yeah.
And you know, one thing about getting a bunker in StarCraft 2 is it is such a giveaway that you don't have a lot of stuff early on.
Yeah. In fact, some people make a bunker because they are making a lot of stuff early on.
And then they throw the Protoss off. That's right. I was trying to think of who did that. Yeah, SC Foyu did that. But of course, at the same time when SC Foyu did that, the Protoss was trying to fake him out to make it look like he was going to expand, and then
went DTs.
It was San Zenith, yeah, went DTs.
Actually, rewatched that game today.
That was an amazing game.
It's a good game. Learned a lot from that. Now MVP doing a much more straightforward economy build this game. What will Alicia do?
Well, Alicia has quite a bit of options now. Alicia could go for something hyper risky.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't actually know there's an oh, yeah, he does. He did see the command center go up, actually. Never mind. I was going to say. SCV going out to scout.
They're pretty far apart, so the odds of Terran doing a very quick push are pretty slim.
Oh, yeah. Also, our Protoss player, Alicia, getting a couple more gateways.
Now, the thing about doing these 3-gate pushes over doing a 4-gate push is that you actually end up getting... Excuse me, I had a hiccup there. You actually end up getting a couple sentries out with that. And Stalkers and Zealots.
That's very true. It's not so much a Mongo rush.
Yeah, it's not just this kind of steroid rush of just like, well, I have this raw strength of Zealots and Stalkers. You get a few sentries out.
I think he's going to do another 3-gateway rush taste.
I think he's going to
actually.
Oh,
this is interesting because it is a pretty quick timing, and
well, here's the thing: is it's basically the same thing except this time there's no ramp to help the Terran out. Well, he didn't get any sentries though. You might want to wait one more round and get some Stalkers.
Might just run by.
Yeah, but there's a wall in.
There is, but the bunker doesn't reach all the way over there. He could just go stand next to the wall. Guess he doesn't want to do that, though. He's like, no, Artos, this is not good. I'm sorry, Slayer's Alicia. I bow to your Protoss wisdom.
Is Terran going to try to get a siege tank?
Not a bad choice.
I mean, it could work in the situation.
Yeah, I mean... siege tank in siege mode, properly placed, is going to be able to crush things like sentries.
He's going to do it. He's going to warp in a few more units. He has a sentries.
Might want a Zealot in there.
Yeah. All right, here he goes. 1, 2, and 3 for the force fields. And
that goes.
That's all it takes, man.
Good number of units left, though. More Stalkers coming in. Don't forget, Stalkers are quicker and outrange Marines.
Yep. Stalkers are basically far superior to Marines.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marines.
The siege tank, though, when that pops out, should be able to fend this off pretty easily.
Well, I mean,
siege tanks are really good against Stalkers.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all going to matter about whether I get sniped. I mean, he's got a lot of units. There's 1 barracks and 1 factory to 3 gateways that could be chrono boosting right now. Getting a tech lab too.
Looks like he's almost saving up for a force field as well, Tasteless.
Ooh, he's got to be careful here.
Getting that bunker up. You know, this is starting to look a lot like StarCraft 1 PvT.
Yeah.
Where there's all this really heavy pressure, and I tell you what, the pro level TVP, you had to micro your tush off to hold these Dragoon rushes.
Oh.
And that...
Yeah, this is actually so...
Just like in StarCraft 1,
you're totally
as soon
correct.
as siege mode is done, the rush is over.
That was actually a strat I love to use, was these pressure builds into DT. Because some of these Terrans, you know, I mean, if you're smart, you want to cut corners, you want to do whatever it takes to kind of catch up, but sometimes that means not getting an engineering bay.
Yeah, and there's the
and then you're like, uh-oh. Yep. So Alicia really incorporating StarCraft 1 strats into StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
And I can't actually emphasize enough how correct Artosis is in this situation. That, you know, this is very similar to a StarCraft 1 rush with Dragoons basically transitioning into DTs.
You get your command center up quicker than the person Dragoon rushing you, but he makes up for that in dealing damage to you.
Now, I think the best response to this, and
in fact,
just so you guys know, he's actually doing that. He's getting a Banshee and Cloak. And that's actually how you stop a strat like this.
That's a great choice. And Hallucination on the way, along with that Dark Shrine. So it looks like he's probably going to use the Hallucination to warp DTs into the main base. Give some spotting ground.
Yep.
Know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. Word.
All right, so yeah, this is actually, these two are really just both of them playing a completely beautiful game. And in fact, what I was saying earlier, Taste, is about how you make up for it. MVP does have more supply than Slayer's Leash right now, 60 against 69. So he held. Oh man, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Sorry, I'm in 7th grade.
And the DTs are in, Tasteless.
All right, but so is the Banshee, which actually might as well just be a flying cloaked unit that shoots DTs. Now, he's got to get to that turret beforehand, but I don't actually know what Protoss has planned to deal with this.
Well, he does have a forge. He does have a robo build. But yeah, this is very similar for both sides. A Raven, though, is on the way. So it looks like the DTs may not do as much damage.
Cloak should be done.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
May want to target probes over these stalkers that are kind of worthless. Wow, the DT's doing insanity damage. 9 kills on that one, Tasteless. 9.
Now, I don't know what... Okay, thank you. Because I don't know what he's doing with that Banshee who's attacking the assimilator.
Yeah, he was kind of busy at home, keeping his stuff going. Robotics just about to finish. I love it, Tasteless. MVP really punishing Alicia for using that type of play, you know? Alicia did not go straight into the robotics after doing that strong Dragoon attack. I mean, Stalker attack. I'm sorry, it's too much like StarCraft 1. And suddenly his probe count basis has plummeted to 21 against 40 SCVs.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Oh, and they live. Banshees live to fight again another day. What am I saying? Fight? Banshees don't fight. They stand on top of a building and throw rocks at the brave probes.
I know.
The working probes.
All right, we now know that the Raven does look like Johnny 5. Thank you, people on Twitter, for helping us out with that.
Yeah.
I feel like I was losing my mind. 80s movies, man.
And Tasteless, I am having flashbacks to our TVPs where I finally find your ridiculous hidden pylon outside my base, and I siege up and kill it, while my Wraith that killed your shuttle spots.
I've been there. We've had many a game, Artosis.
Now, Alicia has actually expanded all the way across the map in a very random location that you might be able to see on the bottom right of your minimap. And that's pretty cool, because that is something that MVP is not likely to scout.
Well, this is what you want to do if you're really, really behind and you're on a map this big. Because every once in a while, some of these good players will slow down. They won't check these obscure locations.
Yeah.
And that is quite possibly the most obscure location to expand to.
Yeah, it's pretty obscure.
It's like, you know, top 3 obscure.
It's like something you could never, ever, ever, ever defend. So your opponent's like, well, he wouldn't take that.
Yeah, that's actually my territory. All right, now... What,
oh, I love this unit combination that we're seeing.
I don't think
so interesting.
I don't think Protoss can actually stop this.
Well, Psystorm's on the way.
Yeah, but
so if Psystorm gets done, then he might be able to.
Point defense drone.
No, that's quite true.
Yeah.
But that Psystorm is what's going to be crucial. And this is something that Alicia is so good at. People are getting ready to kill him. He's like, no, I'm not ready to die. And he just runs stuff around, and then Terran chases him.
He runs a loop around this way.
Ring around the rosy, Tasteless.
Pull up posy. I forgot how that thing actually goes.
It's actually a terrible song about, what was it, like the plague or something? It's like so sad. So
Now,
Storm is about to finish. That is actually such a huge deal. Because if he can kill those Marines off, then everything else can be dealt with. It's the Marines that are going to buffer all the hits.
Stim is almost done.
Does have 2 High Templars with enough energy, Tasteless. That Raven dropping a point defense drone.
Oh, nice. Fake Phoenix, hallucinated Phoenix. Oh!
An okay size Storm.
Triggers a siege, takes a siege up. Now, that's one good thing for him is that
Siege mode, very good against High Templars. They have a truly hard time closing. You know what I love is that he threw down those point defense drones as quick as he could because he does not want to get feedback on that Raven. Of course, they're going to be useful as well, but the feedback is very, very important.
Yeah.
And Alicia, is he going to attack into this?
Oh, that would be bad. Okay, I was going to say, like...
Yeah, it looks like he may just counterattack. This is the type of style that he plays. He will not
no way it's gonna work,
you
though.
if he doesn't have
Actually, I think Alicia's dead.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, the Nexus is gone. The Robo Base is going to be killed.
You know, he just lost too many probes to that Cloaked Banshee. There's 2 Cloaked Banshees,
well,
in fact.
MVP's Star Sense was pretty good. You know, he basically said, well, last time he did basically the same thing with DTs, and if he does that, that means he doesn't have a Forge or a Robo Bay out in time to defend.
Yeah. Banshee's coming in, do some more damage. Quick little storm.
Oh.
Ooh. Taking his minerals.
Oh, man. That is like the best diss I've ever seen.
Yeah, that is sick.
Actually MVP. Oh, my goodness.
Why does he send those mules home? Come on. Send them home with the
Because he
minerals,
doesn't
man.
care, man. His MVP says, dude, you're so dead.
Imagine if Alicia wins from here. The thing is, he thinks Alicia doesn't... Oh, wait, no, he knows he has the other base because Banshee has killed all the probes at it.
Wow.
Oh, my. 19 kills, 20 kills, just became a commander. Nice promotion.
Yeah, they get quite a nice deal with that. Big pay increase, you know?
Oh, is it? It's nice.
The Banshee's going to come home and be like, honey, I got the promotion. She's like, oh, you. Give him a kiss.
And because she's a medevac, a Marine comes out. Marine King Prime, no! All right, here we go. Very important battle here. Beautiful Psystorms going off, but MVP just has too much. GG.
GG.
Tasteless, he is relieved. And I got to tell you, that was actually a beautiful game.
Yeah, that was
very
really
reminiscent of StarCraft 1. I loved the early pressure put on. I loved the micro going on by MVP, the very frantic, intense micro. It really brought back a lot of memories of my Terran days in StarCraft 1.
Yep.
And then MVP very smartly switches into Cloaked Banshee. And Alicia trying to push his small advantage. I don't even know if he was a true advantage, but he tried to push it by going DTs. And, I mean, that was a great strat. He got a lot of SCVs, but the problem is that he just went ahead, went DTs. He also spent gas on Hallucination. His Robo was very late, so MVP ends up winning. MVP he countered everything perfectly. So,
you know, there was an important moment where Alicia saw the bunker, the expansion, and then tried to run by into the main, which would have been huge. It would have done so much damage.
The depots were up, though.
The depots were up, and that was smart. MVP walled in that area because he knows that's something that Protoss like to do. Look, I mean, if you have like a couple Stalkers and all they have is Marines and SCVs, and you have a big surface area like in a base like that one, in a main base like that one, I mean, you're going to kill off so many units. It's insane. So we're going to have a 1-minute break. Don't go too far away. We'll be right back.